You're born in Edo, 1852. Not in a palace, in a house where the walls sweat in summer and the rice runs out in winter. And congratulations, you've arrived inside a machine that turns daughters into leverage before they learn the shape of no. Your father is a low-ranking samurai, which sounds powerful until you notice the empty shelves. Sometimes samurai just means proud, armed, and broke. Your mother counts coins like prayers, quietly, desperately, like the wrong number invites disaster. It does, because in Tokugawa Japan, shame isn't a feeling, it's a sentence. And sentences get carried out. By 13, you understand the household hierarchy. At the top, duty and family name. Below that, debt. At the bottom, you. You're not asked what you want, you're asked what you can be traded for. At 15, a messenger arrives. Not with romance, with selection. Your family has been offered an honor, a placement, inside Edo Castle, inside the Ōoku, the women's inner chambers sealed away from the city. You don't know the rules yet, but you feel them in your bones. This isn't an invitation, it's a transfer. Your mother fixes your hair with shaking hands. Your father says the word fortune like he's trying to hypnotize himself. They call it a blessing, a chance for your family to climb, a way to keep your brothers fed. They never say the quiet part. You're being sent somewhere you can't refuse, somewhere you might not return from. On your last evening, you walk the street outside your home as if memorizing air. A neighbor boy, Jiro, finds you near the canal. He presses a tiny cloth charm into your palm, a safety talisman. His fingers tremble. You hide it inside your sleeve. You promise you'll come back. You don't realize you've just promised a lie. Edo Castle rises out of the city like a mountain built from rules, walls, moats, gates. Then the real boundary, the inner world where the Shogun's women live. A senior woman meets you at the threshold, an otoshiori, an elder who runs this place like a warden in perfume. She doesn't ask about your dreams, she asks your lineage, your health, your obedience. Then she takes your name. A new name is assigned, clean as a tag tied to property. Because the first thing the Ōoku does is erase the girl who arrived. You're issued clothing, a sleeping space, a schedule, and rules that feel like invisible rope. There's a curfew, not the kind you negotiate. At night, corridors empty on command, and if you're caught wandering, you don't get a lecture, you get reassigned. To enter the Ōoku at all requires permission. To move within it requires rank. Doors are locked from the outside of this world, and news arrives like contraband, carried by approved messengers who speak in whispers. You learn the map by sound, sliding shoji, distant footsteps, the soft clap of a guard's staff. Outside is the omote, front halls where men speak policy. Between is the naka-ōoku, the shogun's daily life. Inside is you. And you are reminded daily that your body is the only bridge between those worlds, which means you're the bridge people fight over. Adult men are forbidden to enter. The shogun and a few exceptions are the only male presence allowed, which means the only man that matters is the only man you can't escape. Romantic, right? You learn the hierarchy fast. At the top sits the Midaidokoro, the shogun's official wife. Below her, concubines. Below them, ranked ladies-in-waiting, uchuro, who move like polished blades. Below them, attendants, seamstresses, cleaners, girls being trained to become invisible. You are at the bottom. You are not here to be admired, you are here to be sorted. Every morning you line up. Inspection is disguised as care. Hands check posture, skin, breath. Older women note your appetite, your temper, your cycles. They are not asking if you're okay, they are checking if you're usable. And the terrifying part? You start checking too. You learn how to smile without inviting trouble. Because attention is currency here. Too little attention and you disappear into laundry work forever. Too much attention and you become a target. Whispers tell you what the Ōoku really is, a sealed ecosystem designed to produce heirs and keep women competing quietly. You hear stories of girls who rose quickly. You hear stories of women who lost favor and slid into lesser corridors. You hear one story that keeps repeating. A woman can live in the Ōoku for decades and still die as a stranger to herself. You think you're different. Everyone thinks that. That's how the machine keeps you walking. Months pass. Then one night, your fate arrives with shaved head and soft feet. An otogibozu approaches you, an older attendant with the look of someone who has outlived fear. She says you've been observed, not by her, by someone above. She tells you to bathe, to fast, to be ready. No explanation, no comfort, so you swallow your voice. You're taken to dress, white kimono, inspectable. Your hair is redone without ornaments, no hairpins, only a simple comb, kushi, because sharp objects near the shogun are not allowed even on a woman. You're led to a waiting room, the tsugi no ma, where the air smells like incense and restraint. Then the search begins. Sleeves checked, sash loosened, hair examined. This isn't preparation for intimacy, it's clearance. Because tonight the shogun is not a man, he's a state asset, and you are a risk walking on 2 feet. Imagine being chosen and treated like a weapon. A bell rings. The Osuzuroka, 2 bell corridors connecting the shogun's private area to the inner palace, announce his passage. Locks open, footsteps approach. You're guided into the okozachiki, the bedchamber area. Bedding set on a raised space, onjodan, like a stage. You expect privacy. You get procedure. There are elders nearby, attendants positioned to listen, not look, close enough to hear you breathe, close enough to report any attempt to influence. Because even in the dark, politics has ears. You finally see him. Your brain tries to make him human, a man who might choose you for you. That fantasy lasts 3 seconds. He barely speaks. When he does, it's logistics. You do your duty. You leave with your posture intact and your insides rearranged. In the morning, a report is made. What happened is recorded as if your body is an official document. Then you wait. Your month doesn't come. A female physician confirms it with calm hands. You are pregnant. And the Ōoku reacts like a machine that finally produced output. People move faster. Voices get sweeter. Rules get sharper. Your meals improve. Your workload lightens. Your room upgrades. This is your first false relief. Because the nicer your life becomes, the smaller it becomes. You cannot wander. You cannot be alone. You cannot even be sad without someone measuring it. Your emotions become risk. Congratulations, you've been promoted to hostage. Other women visit you with gifts and smiles, and you can feel the teeth behind them. Because a pregnant concubine becomes a faction, and factions invite enemies. Labor comes under paper lanterns and strict faces. Pain is universal, but here, pain must be quiet. They tell you to breathe gently like suffering is rude. Hours later, the baby cries. A son. For one heartbeat, you believe you won. Then they wrap him, record him, carry him away. You hold him only long enough for your arms to learn his weight, then lose it. Because the heir does not belong to you. He belongs to the Tokugawa house, to the machine. Your body made him. The system claims him. You're told you'll see him on schedule, sometimes, when appropriate. The first time you see him again, he is clean, dressed, surrounded. He blinks at you like you're a familiar smell, not a mother. You want to scoop him up. You don't, because you can feel the room watching for mistakes. As your son grows, your status rises. Servants bow deeper. Food arrives richer. Your sleeves grow heavier with embroidery. This is your second false relief, because higher status doesn't mean safety, it means visibility. The shogun visits less often than you imagined. When he does, it is announced by bells and locks, not affection. The ritual repeats. Search, white kimono, silence. You start craving the visits anyway, not from love, from fear. because a visit means you still matter. Imagine measuring your worth in footsteps down a corridor. Then the outside world leaks in. Foreign ships, treaties, arguments among men you'll never see. You feel it in the elders' faces, in the urgency of whispers. Your son is seen less, not because he is unsafe, because he is too important. He becomes a piece on a board you cannot touch. You ask to see him. You're told, not now. You ask again. It's complicated. You ask a third time. An elder finally gives you the truth with polite cruelty. You were never meant to keep him. The Ōoku doesn't raise mothers, it raises heirs. Then the Shogun weakens. Illness moves through corridors like smoke. The palace becomes a place of quiet panic. And then, without bells, comes silence. The Shogun is gone. Resigned, removed, dead. The words vary because truth is dangerous, but the result is simple. The man who made you valuable is no longer there. For a brief week, a rumor spreads that mothers of the Shogun's sons will be protected. A small stipend, a quiet house, a life outside these corridors. You let yourself picture it. A door that opens both ways. A meal you eat without watching eyes. This is your third false relief. Because the next message isn't protection, it's paperwork. Your son is being moved for his safety permanently. And you are being moved down again. Your servants are reassigned. Your food returns to plain. Your embroidered sleeves are replaced with rougher cloth. You are moved to smaller quarters. The punishment is not brutality, it is indifference. You are given work, laundry, sorting, scrubbing. Your son is relocated for protection, hidden, prepared, claimed. You ask again to see him. No. No schedule, no explanation, only doors. Then the machine breaks. The shogunate collapses. Edo becomes Tokyo. Edo Castle is vacated by the shogun and transferred to the new government. And the Ōoku, the sealed world, dissolves into daylight. One morning, gates open, not to celebrate you, to remove you. Women pack belongings that were never truly theirs. Some cry, some stare at the sun like it's an invention. You stand with one small bundle. The plain kimono, a few coins, and Jiro's cloth charm. Your palace life now fits in your arms. You are power adjacent. Now you're just outside. The city doesn't care what you used to be. You look for work, but what do you offer? So you wash clothes, you mend sleeves, you shrink into anonymity. At night you dream of your son's face, half memory, half prayer. Years pass. Then one rainy afternoon, a voice stops you in a narrow street. A young man stands there, well-dressed, careful, restrained. He watches you like he's searching for a ghost he isn't sure exists. He asks quietly, "Did you ever serve in the Ōoku?" Your hands go cold. You deny it on instinct. He doesn't argue. He pulls something from his sleeve, a small keepsake, a stitch pattern you once sewed secretly into a child's lining during a rare, approved visit, something only you would recognize. Your breath leaves your body like it's quitting. His eyes soften. "I didn't have a mother," he says. "I had rooms, schedules, tutors, women who told me what to call them." He swallows. "But I remember a lullaby. A whispered song that broke rules, a scent, a touch. I spent years finding the woman who sang it." The Ōoku took your motherhood. It couldn't erase your imprint. You don't get a perfect reunion. You don't collapse into a clean ending. You stand there shaking, unsure if you're allowed to want anything. He doesn't call you mother at first. Not because he doesn't feel it, because he doesn't know how to say it. He offers you a roof, a small house, a garden patch, a place where you can sit without asking permission. Freedom isn't fireworks. Sometimes freedom is just quiet. You live with him for a while. You learn his pauses, the way he avoids loud voices like the Ōoku is still listening.
He learns your flinches, the way you stop speaking mid-sentence, expecting punishment. One evening, as sunlight fades behind rooftops, he finally says it. Not loud, not dramatic, just real. Mother. And your life snaps into place like a knot finally pulled tight. You don't get decades, you don't rewrite the past, but you get something the machine couldn't account for. A few years of being named correctly. When you die, it isn't in a bedchamber with attendants listening behind screens. It's in a small room with open air, your son holding your hand. No bell announces you, no elder records you, no lock decides who you can love. You're just a person, finally. It sucked to be a shogun's concubine in Tokugawa Japan, because the Ōoku wasn't a fantasy. It was a machine built to turn women into succession insurance. You could wear silk, you could touch the edge of power, you could even win. But the price was always the same. Your name, your freedom, and if you succeeded, your child. And hey, at least you got the last thing the Ōoku hated most, a life that belonged to you.